When you meet with your lender, there are some things that you should know. If you're not thinking about what it is that you need, you don't end up getting the loan product that is the best option for your situation. Knowing how to ask the right questions will help you get the best loan product for you and help you avoid costly surprises. Here are 6 tips before you meet with your lender. In particular, tip number 1 focuses on how asking the right questions can unlock better home loan options for your situation. Tip number 3 always surprises me, and tip number 5 can help you avoid one common tactic that salespeople use to get you to close a deal. Welcome to Money Shape Up, where we help you build your money muscle so you can get money fit. I'm Linda Hamilton, author of Pay It in 5s. I'm here to share tips on how you can make money work for you. If that appeals to you, hit that subscribe button and make yourself a regular here. Tip number 1, ask lots of questions. So sometimes you don't actually know what to ask, and you end up in situations where you get a home loan that you weren't expecting. This actually happened to us. One of our home loans, when we opened it, it was an interest-only loan. Because some products only offer an interest-only period for 1 year, that means we were already using it. If times get tough, like things happen, sometimes you just might need that little bit of extra leeway to get through a particular year. If we did need an interest-only period, we had lost it. Now, this was not something we were aware of, and it was not something that we could see in the detail when we were reading the contract. A second thing that happened to us was we ended up opening a credit card which we weren't aware of until we got the home loan. I was shocked, and because we don't own credit cards, we were like, no, we don't want a credit card. They said too late, these details are buried somewhere, and we did not see this. One other thing that surprised us was our ability to refinance. I actually wanted to refinance. We needed to move out quickly, and we found something and we needed to move fast. So they said, look, just get the home loan and then refinance later so that you can just get in and get it done. So we just did that. We went ahead with the home loan and we got the house and we moved forward. About 2 weeks later, I called the bank to say, look, I'm ready to refinance. We talked about refinancing. Can we do that now? And they said, well, about that, you can only refinance after you've had the home loan for 6 months, and you'll have to open a new home loan account. Then on top of that, I said, well, if I have to open up a new account and close this one, are there going to be fees for that? And yes, there were fees. There were fees for closing the account and fees for opening a new one. And I was like, well, that defeats the purpose of refinancing, because then I have all these extra fees to pay. So we didn't refinance. What they want you to do is just sign the contract. Let's get this home loan approved and we'll come back and refinance after you've got the home loan. It doesn't work like that. And this is what gets me, because when you're a first home buyer, you don't know. We don't know all of the ins and outs of home loans. So sometimes it's hard to know what to ask. There's things that you might assume, like I'm assuming that I'm opening a home loan product, not a credit card, but yet a credit card comes with it. Come up with as many questions as you can to ask your lender before you actually meet with them. This will put you in a good position to be able to get the best home loan product available for your situation, and it could save you thousands of dollars. Comment below with the word lender if you'd like a free copy of our ready-made questions that you can ask your lender. Tip number 2, meet with more than one lender. On our first property, we actually went out to about 4 or 5 different lenders before we chose our lender. Tip number 4 in this episode is the reason why we didn't go with our first lender. You're going to be paying them thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And it's important that you find the right one that you trust and you are able to work with. So meet with lots of lenders before you decide which one you will go for. Tip number 3, ask them over and over again, are there any other fees? This question always surprises me, because you ask them, are there any more fees? But then I always ask again, and I find that there's more fees. And you think, well, if you've asked the question about other fees, then you might think, well, I don't need to ask that question again because they've already told me. However, you have to keep prodding them with the question of, are there any other fees? Because you don't want to be stuck with finding out there are other fees that you need to pay that you didn't know about before. They might say to you, well, all of the fees are listed in the contract. Now, when you look at the contract, it has so many fees listed, it's not funny. Most of them will never be applicable to you, but you want to know about the ones that are really important for you, that could impact you. So what kind of fees could these include? Fees like, how much does it cost to open a home loan account? How much does it cost to have an offset account? How many offset accounts are there? What are the late fees if you don't pay on time? Are there account keeping fees? Are there fees for the independent valuation that they'll be conducting? Are there fees for changing a home loan 2 years into your home loan? Are there fees for changing home loan products? Are there fees for paying your home loan off early? Are there fees for closing your account and moving to a different provider? What are the fees? When you ask them, are there any other fees? And they say, no other fees. And you probe them again, are there any other fees? And they say again, no, that's all the fees. And then you prod them again and ask, are there any other fees? And they say, actually, there's one other fee. So keep asking. You'll be surprised by what they remember when you keep asking this question. In a moment, I'm going to reveal the last 3 tips, including tip number 5, which can help you avoid one common tactic that salespeople use. But before I do, if you're ready to take the next move to get strategic and to plan before you buy property, I have a free masterclass that walks you through step by step on how to start with your why so you can get laser focused on what you want. Comment below with the word masterclass and we'll send you the link. Let's get back into it. Tip number 4. Ask about every home loan product that is available. When we met with our first lender, I had already researched online the available home loan products. So I knew what was available from which banks. The first lender that we met with was a mortgage broker. He told us about maybe 3 or 4 different products. And because I had researched myself, I knew that he hadn't actually given us the best home loan product. So I asked the question, what are all of the home loan products available that you offer? He showed us his computer screen and he had a long list of home loan products. Now, he didn't show us the page long enough for us to be able to figure out which one was the best one for us. But he said, oh, look, there's so many products. I think these ones really are the best ones for you. They were not the best products for us. It made us feel like these products were the best ones for us, even though I knew that they actually weren't the best ones for our situation. So we never went back to that lender. And every lender that we went to after that, I kept asking them, can you show me all of the home loan products available? One step further to this is to ask them a follow-up question. Ask, are there any home loan products coming up? It might seem like a weird question to ask because you've been shown all of the home loan products. Why would they change? We had a situation where we had our pre-approval, we went out and did make offers, we weren't successful, and then our home loan product expired. So we went to our lender and we asked them, can we get this pre-approval again? And they turned around and said, no, that home loan's not available anymore. It was only then that I realized, oh, they're actually changing their home loan products over time. So that's one of the reasons why it's good to keep an eye on home loan products even when you have a home loan, because they're always offering new ones. So this led me to ask the follow-up question, well, if these are the ones that are available now, what do you have that's going to be available that's coming up? And that question actually helped us because 1 week later, they were having new home loan products come available and there was a better deal that was there for us. So we decided to wait a week before we got our new pre-approval so that we could get the better home loan deal for us. It's very easy to fall into the trap of taking whatever loan product that the lender suggests that you should have. It's important to ask, yes, what's available now? What's everything that's available now? But ask that follow-up question of what other home loan products might be becoming available that I don't know about. And they might be coming up in the next week, which is something that they can already tell you about. Tip number 5. Take your time and seek to understand. Because lenders are salespeople, they sometimes use sales tactics on you to get the sale. Now, one tactic that they might use is talking quickly. And when they talk quickly, all you can do is listen and nod and say yes, and then close the deal. But it's really important that you actually understand what they're talking about, because this is going to impact you for a long time. So for example, I had this situation once where a salesman came to the door and he was talking fast, and I knew about this tactic, and he was asking me questions that would get me to say yes. What this salesperson was selling was he wanted to paint our house number on the curbside, and he wanted to do this with fluorescent paint. In an emergency, it would be easier for ambulances to find our house number. Now, this all sounds very legitimate, and it sounds like, oh, that's like something that we need. It was a low cost. It was $20. It was enough that he could make a profit if you worked quickly, and it was low enough for me to say yes without thinking about this situation. Now, because I knew he was talking fast and I knew about this tactic, I was like, something doesn't seem right about this situation. So I'm going to say no. Whatever he's got, I'm going to say no, and I'll think about it. I'll think about it is always a good one. They don't like it when you say I'll think about it, because they know they haven't got the deal. He got to the end of the spiel. I was saying yes all the way. He got to the end. I was like, let me think about it. He left probably about 80% of the street who had their door knocked on by this salesperson, bought their number painted on their curbside with fluorescent paint. And it was a scam. It looked so dodgy. I mean, they did do the paint, but they were just after a quick buck. Beware of when salespeople talk fast, and beware of when your lender talks fast to you, so that all you can do is say yes. Don't let a lender speak too quickly about a home loan product that they're offering to you. Get them to slow down. To slow down a lender when they're talking fast, you can ask them things like, can you explain that again? Or, what does that mean exactly? You might even like to repeat back to them what they've just said. This also gets them to elaborate a little bit more. They might say, yes, that's true. If something is not right, they'll say, oh, no, actually, this is how it is. And take your time with them. There is no rush. A good lender is patient with you, because it's really important that you understand what you're getting yourself into. And it's really important that they also help you to understand what's going on. This is something you're going to have for a long time. Help them to slow down so that you actually get to process what is being said and you understand what your home loan product is about. If you are serious about buying in the next 6 to 12 months and you'd like to work directly with me to help you create a plan specifically for your situation, comment below with the word waitlist to make it happen. Tip number 6, take notes. This seems like an obvious tip, take notes. You want to re-evaluate the loan products that have been offered to you and work them out for yourself to make sure that it is actually giving you what you need. You can actually ask them for their notes and their calculations as well, so that you can go and replicate any calculations that you need to on your own. Then you can cross-check your own calculations at home in your own time to make sure you understand what is happening. Don't worry, we have free home loan calculators that you can use to calculate your own home loan. If you'd like access to our special reverse home calculator, comment below with the word calculate and we'll send the link your way. So my 6 tips for meeting with your lender are: number 1, ask lots of questions. Number 2, meet with lots of lenders. Number 3, ask them over and over again, are there any other fees? Number 4, ask about every home loan product that is available. Number 5, take your time and seek to understand. And number 6, take notes. Before you go, because you've made it to the end, I would like to show my thanks with an exclusive offer for you. I launched MoneyShapeUp in 2025, and each month in 2025, I'm giving away a free copy of my book, pay it in 5. If you'd like to win a copy, click on the link in the description and tell me what it was about this video that made you stay to the end. I believe in sharing knowledge and resources, and I love hearing stories on how this helps you. Happy house hunting, and see you again in just a moment.